Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Dare to Dream, my show. I'm the Reverend Graham Williamson. I'm third generation international intuitive, evidential medium and psychic. You're listening to newsstreamingnetwork.com and WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio. Welcome to my show. Today's show is Walking Your Path, or walking one's path. It's quite funny, really, because I've just had 3 minutes of chaos because time flew by, electronic problems, all that, and it never worries me. Why? Because I know things are there for a reason. Things happen for a reason. And the whole point of life is to experience in your human form everything that is put in front of you. You all have a history from your past. And the whole purpose of your spirit having a human existence is to find out why you're here. So every single thing that happens to you, you've got a choice. It's bow down, say, yeah, okay, I succumb. I'll do everything you want. Yeah, okay. No. That's just not going to work that way with me. I've been in so many things in my life that scare me just remembering it. Holding a bomb, being shot at, 3 car accidents, my best friend taking my warship, and all the rest of it. And yet, the scary moments. But I'm here today, and I don't know how. I survived, but why? You see, every single one of us have a purpose. I believe, to a point, mine is to teach you about your own awareness within yourself, and also to show people that when the body ceases working, living, your spirit continues. I don't know exactly where it goes to. Another realm of existence is the best way of describing it. But I do know that the spirit continues after the change called death. And because of what I've encountered and seen and heard, even smelt, felt, all the senses, there's 110% surety that I know that when I physically die, I continue on another plane of existence. My path, the one I'm walking on, the one you are walking on, you have to discern what it is for you, what it means to you. Why do you feel that you may be in a cul-de-sac, a dead end? There's no light at the end of the tunnel. Because you're looking at it the wrong way. You see, the light emanates from within. The energy that makes you what you are, your spirit. And it shines in various degrees, from little dim light to massive blinds you. But people think it's got to be in front of them. They're shining in their eyes. No. I feel it's from your heart, from your spirit, that shines out through you, out from your physical being. My wife, Sandy, she calls me the comedic medium. And it sounds, yeah, I'll make people laugh. And yet, a lot of the people come to me for readings when I'm at events or just doing a reading. People say, we feel drawn to you. To me and my wife, she's got a same sort of energy within her. She's got this calm knowing. I'm the exact opposite. I'm high all the time. I'm bouncing. I'm one of those optimistic sort of people. Because I've been pessimistic, I've been selfish, I've been arrogant, I'm recovered drunk, and all the pains that I went through. But I've learned to look back at it and say, I learned my lesson. I'm learning lessons every day, and my energy shines out. It affects people. You see, when you're walking your path, one's path, it's there for a reason. And nobody can tell you you've got to do A, B, C, D, or 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. Nobody can make you. And yeah, I do know by my past, I've had people that pushed and pushed and pushed, that psychologically threatened, physically threatened me. You've got to do it this way. You've got to do it that way. No. I gave in a few times. As I say, I'm a recovered alcoholic. But because I've been there, when somebody comes to me and I just get this flashback in my memory by spirit working through me, I remember when I used to be a really bad drunk. And I know it's because spirit's trying to say, this person has an addiction problem. I never took drugs. Like, drink is the drug I took. I smoked about 1 packet of cigarettes in my entire life. I smoked more cigars, about 30 cigars, but all between 1972 to 1980. I left the Navy in 86. But people were drawn to me and they're saying about I shine. I don't know how. I don't see it because I'm shining it from me. It's like having a torch here and it's beep out in front of me. I don't see it. I don't see the light. I just see what's in front of me. Not a light. I just see things in the light. I don't see the light. People see me and they say, you're good or bad? Because everybody sees somebody differently. You see, our energy emanates in a certain wavelength. You feel comfortable with it or you don't. It doesn't mean that you've got bad energy. It's just that the energies don't blend, they stop and bounce off. But when it blends, it goes together. Somebody's energy, my energy, go bling, and it combines, it merges, just like water. You see, your actions, your words have to come from your heart without the ego pushing it. Yeah, we've all got egos, everybody else. But does that control your heart, or do you control your ego from your heart? That's why I make people laugh, because there's too many things happening around this world, especially at the moment, where people are saying, oh, it's so depressing, I'm so down and all that. Then do something about it. I worked at a grocery store for 17 and a half years, one of the big ones in Florida. And I used to make people laugh. I broke all the rules with the company. But people say, oh, we love working with you, Graham. You're always fun. But I'm serious while having fun. I want to make people see that I am seeing them, I can hear them, and I can feel them in my heart. I retired in 2019, about June 2019 it was. And I go back to the places I used to work every now and again. And what depresses me is when I meet the customers and the people I used to work with, and they go, the store's not the same since you left, Graham. It's not the same anymore. It's so depressing. I went, what? The whole point of me being there was to show one person can make a difference. One person can make somebody laugh, somebody feel seen, heard, and felt. I mean, we all have a choice. Is it so difficult to smile and say, hey, how you doing? Hey, I can see you. Or, can you say again? Listen to them. Give them the time. Give them a couple of minutes. When you walk in your path of life, you have to stop every now and again and take cognizance of what's happening within you and around you. When I was in these stores and talking to the people I've worked with, and they say, yeah, Graham, I said, well, what did I teach you? Just by being there. Oh, you were crazy, you could get away with it. I said, why could I get away with it? Well, you did it in such a way, and the piecemeal, everything that I did, they fully understood, but they haven't got the courage to shine their own light. I was called that Graham by the CEO of the company I work for. That Graham. How many Grahams are in this country? And yet I'm called that Graham. In a way, I feel very sad about it. I think I didn't quite do what I should have done. So that's why I'm talking about it, about walking one's path. Because I'm just one person, and I can make a difference if you listen, if you trust, if you know yourself, and if you're strong enough within yourself to speak, to do, to give. As I said, when I started this program, I was a couple of minutes late because circumstances with the computer and that. And I knew it was because Spirit wanted me to say, not everything will go smoothly, Graham. I knew that I was doing a show, and CC is always very professional about that. And she said to me, you're going to join in a second. And then everything went wrong with the computer. And I'm laughing. I'm thinking, okay. Because I could get really worried and I could, oh, what's wrong? And make even more problems. But I accept what Spirit put in front of me, the challenges they give me. Because I know it's a lesson that's been shown. And it's up to me to interpret it in a way that says, that's another one. You survived this one. I told a lady today at a shop, I went to get some equipment from a hardware store. And the lady says, every time you come in the shop, you're smiling. I said, yeah, because you've got the things I need to do the job that I'm going to do for somebody else. So, yeah, I'm happy about it. She said, but you're always smiling. Even when we don't have the thing, you go out smiling. I said, well, obviously, I'm not meant to do it that day then. I have to find another way around it. Because each step I take gives me a choice. Oh, panic, you haven't got the stuff I want. Why haven't you got the stuff? Get all irate. Nah, that's not me. And at the end of it, the store, the hardware store, had the things that I needed. And I was about to go out. One of the ladies I knew, just to say hi to, going in the store, she says, have you got your business card with you? What? She said, I remember you saying you're a medium a while ago, and I would like to. And her friends came around and said, really? As a medium? I said, hey, I'm not soliciting. She said, yeah, but it's attitude. She said, what was it you told me about each morning? I said, oh, yeah, I have Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year every morning. Easter, I arose. I got out of bed. I'm thankful that I can get out of bed. Living is my Christmas present. And the New Year, to do better today than I did yesterday. That's the path I know I am on. And the store associates all went, that's lovely. And you do that every morning? I said, yeah. And at night, I say, thank you. Because I know Spirit connect with me. And I listen, I feel, all my senses. that when I'm in a situation with people, they remind me of things that I've experienced, and I know it's because I'm connected with the energy of the people in front of me, and I've learned how to interpret it. You see, walking one's path is easy. The hard part is to recognize the path you're on. You get up every morning. You do whatever you have to do or feel you have to do. And at night, what do? Go back home or talk to your family or whatever, and then go to sleep. It's a routine we all can get into. But life is not as simple as you think. It's simpler when you don't think. When you have to think of what you've got to do, then it becomes a problem. I do my shows every 2 weeks because I choose to. CC's got this fantastic GoingSolo TV network. And I've been coming on here a couple of years now. And each time my shows are different because I don't plan my shows. I was worried yesterday because I couldn't get the title correct in my head. I woke up in the middle of the night the other night thinking, well, what was it the Spirit said to me? And I was going like that. I won't write it down because if I write it down, that becomes then a reality. And I don't feel comfortable with it at that moment. So I don't write things down. When I write things down, it's because I feel comfortable. My energy says, Graham, this is the thing that you've got to remember. Write it down. And I've sent CC, the show producer, Walking One's Path is the title of my show today. And it's like a facet of a diamond. That diamond is made up of energy. And we're all facets of the same energy. So I don't have to think what I'm going to say. It's already there within me, my light, by walking this path I'm on. And it's not a straightforward path that goes, whoop, A to B, straight line. No. It's doing everything a road will do. Twist, turn, go round and round, up, down, stop, start, fast, slow, get off, go onto another path, go onto another road. Because life is like a roller coaster. Life's simple, people screw it up when you start thinking. I'm not saying to those people that have to consciously think of what they're doing to do their job safely. I'm on about the spiritual side within you. What makes you tick? What makes you happy? And if you're not happy, take a good long hard look in the mirror. Mirrors are there for a reason. So you can make sure your hair's right, your collar's right, you look presentable. But it's also to show you what you see within yourself. I've got all the past behind me because I've survived it. My path, that's all the twists and turns, stop, starts, the accidents and all the negative stuff I encountered, have all changed to a positive because I'm here today. Don't be afraid of standing up and being that, whatever your name is. You shine your light from here, from your heart, from your solar plexus. When you feel that you can give somebody your time and experience and just listening to them, whatever's needed, give it. Because like today, I took some stuff to a thrift store, community centre, and the person, a reverend that looks after this, is a lovely lady. And I've got a lot of stuff that we're getting rid of because we don't need it anymore. But this lady gives stuff to the community. She doesn't sell it community. And there was a lot of stuff. I filled up the truck pretty much. And I went, oh, thank you. I said, well, if it's not useful to me anymore, why keep it? The same with your path. You come up to a junction in front of you on your pathway. You can go straight over, left, right, or stay where you are. If you need to get away from what you're doing, change direction. But say, how do I feel? What can I do to make my life better? And yours. Because it's not just about you. I'm married, I've got 2 stepdaughters, and I've got my son and daughter in England and their families. And I wish to God I could be with every single one of them, but I can't. Money, time, distance, circumstance. But I can contact them by other means. There's other roads, other pathways to get to them. And I use them with my heart. They'll say, like coming on the show today. The pathway, whoa, I thought it was going to go. Click, everything was working. No, I have to go this way, that way, that way. Then I'm here. Life's about finding yourself, walking with your head, not hoity-toity, but looking around, being careful, doing the best you can for yourself and then others. I was shot at in Northern Ireland, in Belfast, 1979. And the guy with me lost his leg. He was on my right. The bullet went to him. Now, if people crack their knuckles, it takes me straight back to that moment when I heard the gunshot and my friend's leg shattered. But I saved the guy's life by being a complete cartoon character. I was throwing trash away from the ship. I was a cook in the Royal Navy. And there's dumpsters on the jetty where we were berthed on in Belfast. And as we're walking down, I've got a helmet on and combat jacket, trash bag. I have my clothes as well, you know, my chef's wives or cook's wives. And then when I heard the bullet, instinct took over. The hat came off, then the jacket was flying off, one sleeve at a time, fell off. Then my boots were coming off. We call them steaming bats, steaming boots, non-slip safety boots with steel caps. We never tie them in the Navy. If something happens, you need to get our footwear off quick. And I was kicking his boots off, but I was ducking, diving, twisting, turning, stopping, going forward, doing everything like a cartoon. And at the end of the jetty, I dove over the ship I was on. It was a naval tug. And Belfast got one of the highest tides in Great Britain at the time. And seeing the tide was out, and I was running so quickly, I cleared the width of the ship into the water, went under the boat, and came in up in the jetty. And I did not move until the all clear went. But when I went back on the ship, my friend had been cared for. They got the sniper. He was okay. And they said it was weird. The bullet took his leg. But because he was so concentrating on what you were doing, it was so silly, so weird. So what the heck is he doing? He didn't know he'd lost his leg. He didn't feel anything. He just saw me. Oh, what was that? And he was watching me. But by the time the medics got to him and put a tourniquet on, his blood wasn't losing too much blood. The fact he was concentrating on me saving my life, because I thought he was dead. Boom. And always told, when you hear a gunshot, make yourself disappear. If I heard him screaming or something, I'd probably come around and help him, but I didn't. Did I do something wrong? I don't know. He lived, I lived. After the fact. You see, everything that happens in my past has brought me here today. I've walked my path. Hello, Julie, welcome. And I've walked my path for a reason. I'm not too sure the end result, but I pray that my journey is helping other people to the best of my ability. Because I want everybody that watches my show to share it, listen to it, send me comments back. Because I would love to get some feedback. Because I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And it's wonderful how I do get feedback. But enjoy, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the new streaming network. Because I tell you, if my show is okay for you, there's plenty of other shows that are as good as my show, if not better. Because I know there's not many mediums on New Streaming Network. There's a lot of psychics, there's a lot of gifted show hosts in whatever field they're in. And that's what makes this so much more worthwhile. That's so true, Julie, so true. And why wait for somebody else to show you the way? Why do you need somebody else to hold your hand and pull you forward? If somebody's reaching for me, I want them to be next to me. Come on, let's go up together. Let's do this together. They can walk their path, I walk my path. It can sometimes part or come back together. I've been married twice before, and I thought I'd failed miserably, doing everything wrong, first marriage and the second marriage. But I was given memories that made me what I am today. A son, a daughter, grandchildren. Then I met Sandy, my wife. She gave me. She showed me who I am in her eyes. She doesn't want me to make her happy. She wants me to be happy, which makes her happy, and vice versa. I do this because I enjoy who I am. I'm not proud of myself all the time. I make a pig's ear out of it sometimes. But my wife just looks at me and said, what are you going to do now? And anybody who's got somebody in their hearts, in their lives, there's a look our spouses can give us that makes us go, what have I done wrong? What am I doing right? How can I do it better? And every night we'd laugh. And it's not a silly laugh. I'm silly, I'm crazy, I'm spontaneous. As I say, my wife calls me the comedic medium. But she knows I love her so much, I will never hold her back. My path is for me to walk on with people who wish to be with me. I don't tell anybody you've got to walk with me. I haven't got to do anything that you tell me. I choose whether to say yes or no. I'm here for my life to do the best I can to make my purpose in life become more apparent. And in doing so, I want to uplift other people. I want to make you rise up. I want you to see the light in front of you as you shine it, to show you the way you're going. Like you put your torchlight, I've got a light on up here, which is why it gives a really bad light on the picture there. But I know what I give you is from my heart, from spirit. They work through me. They tell me what to do, and I choose to listen and give back out what they're giving me. There's no pre-thought. There's no ego. Or how would this sound? Or if I do it that way, no, I'll do it. It's crazy. You see, when you know that your inner light is the best you can be for the moment, because it will change, you've got to give it your 100%. And there's a positive and a negative. If one's higher than the other one, you're overshadowing something else, and vice versa. It has to be balanced. Because if you know enough about the body is made up of electrical impulses, electricity works with on, off, positive, negative, with batteries. And that energy, when it's balanced and open and clear and clean, flows, and everybody's just way straight. But as soon as something goes wrong, the ego steps forward, the negativity is higher than the positive. Well, what's wrong with him or her or it? Animals have the best way of looking at it, dogs especially. They know when you're happy or sad. And a child, your children, when you show them without prejudice who you are, the child will pick it up. I was in the shop, another shop today, out shopping, and this little girl come up to me, just a bag of stuff, and she says, "Can I give you a hug, mister?" And I looked at the parents. The lady was close by her. I said, "Is that okay, Mum?" She said, "Yes, it is. Thank you for asking." I said, "Well, your daughter wants to give me a hug." And that little girl put her arms around my neck, give me a hug. Never met her before. Why did she do that? I'm an old man. She doesn't know me from it. I'm not speaking a different language. I'm British, not American. But you see, children know things. And your journey, if you've got children, is to show them the best of you. Because they've got half of your energy and half of your partner's energy. So it's male, female, female, male. You see, we are made up with positive and negative. So you have to choose which one controls you equally. You can't have one more in charge than the other. When you walk a path, if you've got more positive, you go off that way. If you've got more negative, you go off that way. But if it's balanced, you walk straight. Yeah, you can still twist and turn. If you've ever been on a ship, a sailor can walk straight down what we call the Burma Way, which is the main corridor within the ship, normally on the first deck. And the ship could be rocking like this, and the sailors are going straight down the middle. Yes, it's twisted like this, but you're still walking forward. You have a choice. You can be in balance within yourself and let everything else be chaotic, or you can let that control you and throw you left, right, and centre within the ship. It's exactly the same as walking your path. You can let that control your walk, other people controlling it. I also found out one of my good friends had a relative passed, and I sent them a little note saying, "Can you remember when she did this to me?" I said, "Yeah, you would remember that, Graham." I said, "Yeah, but that's what she wants you to be remembered by. She wants you to remember her by this moment. Not the fact her body is no longer working, no longer living." You see, you've all got a choice in this life. It's not easy, I understand that. But the choice is for me to say, "Hey, did I do very well today? could I have done better today? I want to do better than I did yesterday. The other thing I want to say, I don't know what the time is, 30, I can't see. We've got a couple of minutes left. But I ask any of you that see this show to please contact me. I've got 2 email addresses, so you've got a choice here. A medium77@gmail.com or the Britt with 2 T's 77@hotmail.com. Send me an email. Or you can phone me on Florida, USA 352-409-1060. Leave a voice message. If you don't, I'm afraid I won't be able to answer because we all get these scam callers. Or you can contact me on Facebook. But also, the New Streaming Network is on many different modalities. And I'm sure that the CC will put up Roku and all the rest of it. Look up Goingbold Media, because we are here to help you. Yeah. The TV app on Roku. All the shows are recorded. Look them up and find which one makes you happy. My next show, CC's brilliant. My next show is Wednesday, June the 4th, 6 p.m. EST. I hope you'll join me, and I hope this show has been informative to you, that you're not alone. You walk your own path and enjoy it to the best of your ability. And thanks for coming in, Julie. It's been a pleasure. Yes, that's the light that I'm on about, that we shine from within. It's up to you to make it a nice one. So I'll see you in a couple of weeks, June the 4th. Have a wonderful day. I'm your host of Dare to Dream, Graham Williamson, International Intuitive Medium, and I hope you'll join me. Thanks, Julie. Thanks, CC, and I wish you all a good night. Bye for now.